Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Giants. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Everyone, 37 tonight. Mark 37. And watch that. And watch the ball. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before. He gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Nine yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that's one as a defender where you never take your eyes off the quarterback. You're not looking for blockers or worrying about running into one of your own men. You just take dead aim and sprint directly to him, and it paid off on that play.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
12.
Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's 11. 37 to Mike 37. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 11 Thomas. Check 13. Check 11 MT. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 49.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. He sets to fire deep. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Giants 14, Panthers 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's going to be a long day, offense. 11.
They'll start with the option. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
12. 36.
Burrow looking to pass. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mighty. 11, Mighty. 37's the Mike. 11. Skip this. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. It's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Big 13. Big 13. Slot. See what slot. And we're going 37's the Mike. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Mike 37. I'm coming at you.
Now Burrow. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Ready?
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Watch, twist.
11.
Check Mike. Rip right.
11 MT tape.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Second and 9 now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On the carry, it's Logan. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And Gano's kick is right through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And that one results in 35 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
What is that?
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's set a tone.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Let's go. Let's get this ball.
11, 11, 11, 11.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, The NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow on play action. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down. Here's Burrow. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 19 and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find some open field here, and they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. To return, here's Agnew.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They run again with Logan. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll drop the throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Logan. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. There's Tremble, the tight end. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Now a first throw here in overtime. Finds his tight end Ingram. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Gano's kick is good. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
11.
Watch 88. Watch 88.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 11.
Here's Burrow. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants' 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mike 37 right now, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Everyone 37 is the mic. Mike 37. I think you got it, son.
11 Thomas.
To throw, Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock? Right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Giants, they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this loss will be the capper